There was once a little boy named Arman who lived in a very small town. His father had died when he was just a baby, and his mother worked day and night just to earn enough for food. Arman went to school in old clothes and torn shoes. The other children laughed at him. They said he smelled bad. They called him a beggar. But Arman never answered back. He only looked down at his broken shoes and stayed quiet. One hot morning, while walking to school, Arman saw a boy sitting on the ground. The boy had no legs. He was watching children run and play. Arman stopped. The boy looked at his shoes and smiled. "Your shoes are nice." Arman looked at his torn shoes, then at the boy's legs that were not there. His heart tightened. Something inside him changed forever. That night, Arman could not sleep. The boy's words echoed in his mind. For the first time, Arman felt thankful. He had legs. He could walk. Maybe he was not as poor as he always believed. The next day, when his classmates laughed at him, Arman smiled and said, "At least I can run. Some children cannot." The laughter stopped. The boys looked at each other, unsure what to say. From that day on, Arman never felt ashamed again. He started helping his mother more. He studied harder. He worked after school, selling newspapers and cleaning shoes at the railway station. He saved every small coin. He never begged. He gave his best every single day. One evening, while shining shoes, a man in a suit asked, "Why are you doing this instead of playing like other boys?" Arman looked up and said, "Because I want to build a life where no one laughs at others to feel strong." The man said nothing, but he gave Arman a big tip and walked away. Years passed. Arman kept learning, working, and dreaming. Every time life pushed him down, he remembered the boy with no legs. That memory gave him power. One burning summer afternoon, Arman stood outside a small store he had just opened. It was not only a flower shop, it was the first outlet of his lifestyle brand, Bloom Empire. He offered flowers, books, candles, gifts, and handmade products from poor families. He used every rupee he had saved and borrowed some money too. People laughed. They said, "No one starts a business in this kind of heat." But Arman stood there every day, sweat on his forehead and hope in his eyes. Slowly, people started coming. First for the flowers, then for the warmth in his voice. Soon, people began talking about the young man who once polished shoes but now sold inspiration. In just a few years, Bloom Empire grew into stores across big cities, then online sales, then international orders. Arman traveled abroad, gave speeches, built schools, and helped street children start businesses of their own. Today, Arman is the CEO of a global company. His brand supports over 5,000 poor families across the world. He wears suits now, flies in planes, and speaks on big stages. But in his glass office, there is one special thing: his old, torn shoes. When someone asks why he keeps them, Arman smiles and says, "These shoes remind me that success is not about where you start, but what you choose to believe." Do not wait for perfect tools. Build with what you have. You may be poor, but you are not empty. You may be small, but you are not weak. Even in the hottest sun, a flower can rise. So can you. Success does not always come from money. Sometimes it comes from a single moment, a moment that touches your heart and wakes your soul. The world sees only the empire. But I know it all started with broken shoes.